A bloody battle unfolds between the Greymanes, who fight to uphold his will, and the Black Air Forces that seek to set it aflame.
That is a hell of a... Yeah! Let's get in there! Take it for hits. Cocky prick!
What you're seeing is the intro to the game. After a few moments of story exposition, we are thrown into this unbelievably cool, chaotic, and wild, ferocious battle. And this game has some really exciting combat and maybe also some controls that are a little unforgiving, but look at how cool this is. This hopefully illustrates why you should care. This game is special. There is a lot in it that I think is amazing, but it is just unfortunately frustrating to have to balance this amazing and fun adventure combat system with the negatives. So without further ado, let's get into why I think you should wait before purchasing this game. Okay, so let's say you like cool loot. Well, guess what? Every instance of coins on the ground is a one-button push and hold to pick up system. That's right. Every single piece of loot, money included, requires you to aim your character, stand in the correct place, and hold down a prompt to pick up each individual item. Guys, it's 2026. What are we doing? Okay, maybe you're not that into picking up loot and hoarding. That's fine. Let's talk about maybe the story or the main quest. Okay, well, spoilers for the Woman in White quest. Just want to make sure there's a spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Okay. The Woman in White quest, it will ultimately give you a new ability, the ability to fly. And like any content creator, I said, hey, how funny would it be if I just hit the ground and did like a friggin' bowling ball landing backflip? And yeah, it was funny. I had fun. And I even did it again to see if I could test the physics engine and have some fun. But after dying, when the game forces you to jump off, literally the game campaign story mode sends you over a cliff. What is the chances that someone could fuck up the landing there? I don't know. Maybe I did it for funnies, or you did it because you accidentally, died or whatever. The game was fully bugged. I could no longer do the main quest. I actually had to load a previous save because the game had recorded that I had made it to Hernan. The lady was gone and there were no prompts. I had no idea where to go. I was stuck. Look, day one bugs happen all the time. I'm sure that this kind of stuff will get patched out. At least I hope. But I have one more challenge to the main quest. We are a strong warrior who came back from the brink of death from a group of people called the Greymanes, defenders of the land and the realm, proud warriors or whatever, fearsome in title and power. We spend the first, I don't even know, at least that I've seen, 4 hours of the main quest, like picking up cats and like doing other RPG chores. And look, I know there's a tutorial element to every one of these games, especially when the map is so big, which, by the way, I haven't truly checked out the map, so I don't know if there's stuff in the map. I understand that we have pacing needs in the early game, but it felt to me that the first 4 hours of me basically chasing down the main quest with the occasional side distraction that popped up was slow. And especially in this kind of game, when it feels slow and it's hard to interact with the world around you, that you have to get the frustrating things out of the way before the game can be fun. And look, I know that to some degree RPGs are like that, but when it has all of these components together, it feels even worse going up the hill. Like, look, check out this moment where I kind of summed up my thoughts on one of these instances where I was trying to pick up a rock. Why is it grayed out? Look, it's right here. Right? Like, why is this grayed out? Like, it shouldn't. This is what I mean. It's like, I'm standing on it. I can't get any closer. Oh yeah, you can pet dogs too, except when you can't.
Oh, today.
Trying to pet the dog currently? Okay, maybe you're not a loot goblin, and maybe you don't care about the main quest. Maybe you just want to engage with this game's rich and very exciting and fun combat system. Let me set the scene for you here. There's a tower overrun by bandits. I rode in kind of by accident, and I, by the way, didn't hit a button to mount the horse. It just kind of auto-mounted me, and I bumbled my way into this like 14-way combat. And trust me, I was really excited to do this fight. I, recovered and slogged my way through, but at the end, with several bodies unlooted on the ground and several more combatants to which I would love to have fought, the game just forced a checkpoint or a cutscene and like said, good job, you did it. And everything was gone. What? No, there were more bandits. I'm so confused. The game has like a loot vacuum mechanic. I'll show you in a second because it's relevant here too. But now we're at Springtide Mill. The same thing. Bandits completely took over the bridge and the mill, and they're holding the trade in the road hostage. And I'm so excited to get in there and kick their butts. Look how many people I'm shooting. Now, particularly keep an eye on the minimap just so you can see how many enemies are here.
Can't come soon enough for you.
Wait. There were like 40 people. The game has a supply chest, and when you can't pick up loot, it disappears and reappears here. Now, look at the items on screen now. Look on the top left. Those are supposedly the items I found in this entire 4-hour adventure. I had never checked this chest once. And so if you're telling me that 2 full bandit camps of loot look like this, plus every single encounter I've ever had, I would challenge that. And what I think is happening is that some of the dead bodies were registering, but all of the alive ones were not considered defeated and therefore not mine. Okay, I've said my piece on the rough parts of this game, but truly what it boils down to, I think, is a couple of good patches. And yes, there will still be slow parts, but the game has some unbelievably wonderful moments. And I want to leave you with a positive, why I think this game truly has a chance after a couple of patches. And so I want to show you my favorite fight, the coolest duel that I got to play, and really the highlight of this kind of gameplay. It was magnificent. And then I'll provide the, verdict. But watch this.
I call you to combat.
Oh, precision mode. What the hell? That's a system I've not even seen before. A new skill has been learned? Pump kick? Oh, because I saw him do it. Okay. Hold Y to perform a powerful 2-footed kick that sends your enemy. Okay, cool. The skill system in this game is awesome. You can learn things by dedicating time and effort to them or by seeing your opponents do them. And by this method, I would defeat this man with his own damn kick.
You do not disappoint me, Greymane! This is a duel for the ages.
What this is actually such a fucking cool. Some guy said, hey, where are the Greymanes? And he challenged us to a fight. What a crazy fight, dude. No, you can stay out. Stay down there where you belong. Oh, you coming back? No, sir. I have the high ground, Anakin. I don't think so. You do not belong in the same arena as me.
Defend yourself.
Go! Stay down there, trash. Again? Another round of kicks to the groin and face? What? I broke it. Holy fuck! Bro, he kicked me! Get in the garbage! Look at me. Okay, then I'm gonna do this. What a fast wait. How did we get here? What an awesome, crazy, wild, silly, rough
They
game.
say Balloon's
Yeah, pretty well said. I also have another minor point, which some of the control mapping kind of overlaps. Some abilities have the same inputs, and while they did figure it out, you can press them in long press or short press or medium press or different orders. It is a little bit confusing, but minor point. Let's get to the conclusion. I'll just leave it at where I spoke on stream. Let me give you my opinion in this game. It's a $70 game, okay? It's a $70 game. I bricked the main quest. I had trouble with the UI. It was slow to pick things up off the ground. It was frustrating in a bunch of places, and I think it was tough to interact with the environment in a lot of ways. Most frustrating to me, twice, 2 large battlefields full of enemies that I was excited to get in there and fight completely despawned in front of me for some reason. I have no idea why. All of that is bad. It's bad. It's terrible, especially for a $70 game. There are also plenty of other things that, like, beyond just bricking the main quest and stuff like that, that I think feel rough. But there's so many positives in this game and beautiful things. It's huge. The skill system is cool. The combat is fun. I got to 1v1 a guy who just called out my honor in the middle of the street, and we had a crazy WWE super fight. Amazing moments in the game. But they just keep getting shadowed by like this weird, clearly unfinished, unpolished that keeps popping up. So the game is awesome. I really enjoy the game. I'm going to put it down for a couple of weeks and just hope that they patch out some of this stuff. I will say, when I was going to go live at 6, there was a 3-minute download for stuff that was just patching, day of release patch. So I would hope that they are working on some stuff like that. I don't know how much will get fixed. Like a moment ago, you saw the UI issue that I had with the dog, where I was trying to pet the dog who I was standing on, and I could not pet. I mean, I feel like those things should have been fixed before the game hit market, like especially at $70. But at the same time, if you're willing to put those to the side, this is a really cool game. I love the premise. I think it's really cool. So I'm looking forward to playing this game. I just personally would probably wait for a couple of patches and just see what they'll fix. Just an honest gamer's review. I hope this helps you make an informed decision, and have a great day.